Hi, Laurel Holland here, author of the book Courageous Woman, creator of Live Your Inner Power. One of the main parts of my signature program, Live Your Inner Power, is a whole section on creating healthy, flexible boundaries. And I'm feeling really called this week to create a small video for you on boundaries. It is often one of the key teaching and coaching points that I have with clients. It is a transformational aspect of your life when you create healthy and flexible boundaries for yourself in your life. And it really liberates you in absolutely so many ways when you take ownership of the fact that you're in control of the boundaries of your life. And oftentimes, we don't feel that way. So the first point that I want to make is if you're not feeling like you're in control of your boundaries, you really need to check in with yourself. I want you to check in with yourself and do a real heart-to-heart, sit down with yourself, look in the mirror, and ask yourself if in any way you're feeling like you're in a victim place around your boundaries. It's really important to do a soul-searching, heart-wrenching, gut pounding conversation with yourself around, the truth of, are you in charge of your boundaries? And if you're not feeling like you're in charge of your boundaries, are you feeling like a victim in any way? And if you are, you want to get to the business of working on that as fast as you can. Because when you create the boundaries in your life that you really want, that you deeply want from the deepest part of yourself, your life will become a really awesome adventure. The adventure that you're probably longing for deep inside yourself. I just went on a 1-week vacation, and the boundaries that I created for myself for that week were really hard and fast. And they were no phone, which meant no Facebook, no Instagram, no checking in on email. I literally shut it all down for one whole week. It took me like 2 days to really get my mind to quiet. But after a couple days, my mind got really quiet. I read 3 novels that were awesome. And I came back with an absolute clarity within 24 hours of returning to my work, what I wanted to do next in my work. What was most important to me at this point in my life, in my career, in my profession. And wow, what an amazing experience. What an amazing result of taking control of boundaries for myself in 1 week's time and letting myself really let everything go for a little while and simply be still and see then when I came back what came up in me. And it wasn't what I expected at all. So that's really cool stuff. My next job, right, for me is when we come back to boundaries is now if I really want to have that experience, I have to get to the business of creating the boundaries in my calendar to make that experience come to life for me. So this is about me writing my next book. This is about me putting it on my calendar. This is about me making it a priority. This is about me saying no to other things so that I can say yes to the thing that I know deep in my heart and soul I really want to do next. So I have a final tip for you when we're talking about boundaries today. And it's really my biggest one. And then I'm going to talk a little bit more about looking at other people and boundaries. Okay, so the first tip for you is if you have trouble saying no, and you might, I know I did at the beginning, it took me a while to be a good, responder to somebody and just be able to say, no, that doesn't work for me, or no, that doesn't fit into my life right now, or no, that's not where I'm going right now, so that's probably not a good choice for me at this point in my life. Before I could say those things really readily and really easily, first I had to stop saying yes. And it was really hard for me because I was in such a people-pleasing place in my life that it wasn't easy to just stop saying yes. I had to actually think of something else to say. So I'm going to invite you this week, if you are like me and you're in a space where you're having trouble saying no and you really are stuck on saying yes to everything, change your yes to let me think about that and get back to you. I need to think about that and get back to you. Just stop saying yes. I'll think about it and get back to you is a version of yes. It is the an accommodation, shall we say, of the person in the moment. And sometimes we need that little bit of space in order to confidently then be able to go back and say, I've really given this some thought and I know that this is not right for me. Okay? Or it's not right for me right now, or I have too many other things going on in my life right now and I just can't make this work comfortably. I hope you'll respect that. So there's the second part of this that is so important, and you need to do another heart-wrenching, soul-searching, gut-pounding experience of who in your life will not take no for an answer. Sometimes your difficulty with boundaries has to do with the tribe or community of people that you have surrounded yourself with up to now, who don't take no for an answer or don't allow you to easily set the boundaries that you want to set. So I want you to take an inventory this week as well. I want you to sit with yourself, and I want you to go through the major players in your life, the people that you connect with often, the people that you are connected to through work, through relationships, through family, your friendships. And I want you to do an honest evaluation of them and their connection with you. And ask yourself, and you have to be honest here now, who in this circle doesn't take my no easily and readily? Who does not? And in not taking your no readily and easily, who is not really supporting you in what's important to you and what you really want? Those people generally have a big agenda that they're trying to push forward, and they're not allowing you to have your agenda and allow you to have like what's really important to you. And so you need to think about where those people need to be in your life. Think about your circle of people as a bullseye. The people closest to the center of that bullseye are the people that you can keep in there, that you can trust, that will honor your boundaries, that will accept no easily and readily, that really want what you want in your deepest heart for you. And then outward, you've got your tiers of people till you're out here, and there's just people that are acquaintances that need to stay out here because they just don't fit in your life that well, or they don't support you, or you don't connect with them in a way that's really working for you right now or for them. So there's your challenge this week. You've got a couple of them. I want you to sit with yourself. I really want you to start amping up your game on boundaries, because when you've got clear boundaries in your life, when they're healthy, when they're flexible, when you are setting them in clarity and in connection with what you most deeply want to create in your life, you will create a fabulous life for yourself. Boundaries are key. You cannot avoid them. If you're avoiding them now, just sit with yourself and think about that victim question that I posed to you. Are you feeling like a victim when it comes to your boundaries? And if you are, what do you think that's about? Do some journaling. Let yourself kind of go in there and do some self-discovery and some self-reflection and see what comes up for you. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. If you have a friend or you know somebody who's struggling with boundaries, or that really needs some help, or that you're kind of tag teaming with, they're both trying to do some boundary work, or somebody that you're trying to teach some boundary work to, share this video with them. Help them create the boundaries that they want so that they can have the life that they really want to. Laurel Holland here, inviting you to master your inner life so you can live the life that you really want to live. Have a great week, everybody.